I'm super thrilled that Degritter sent me their new and improved Degritter Mark II Ultrasonic record cleaner for review. A huge thank you goes out to that team and all the work and support that goes into their product. The Degritter Mark II introduces a new feature called Pulse Mode Cleaning as part of their Power Drive 2.0 ultrasonic generator. Pulse Mode rapidly switches the transducers on and off in an attempt to reduce power usage and enhances the cavitation. The Mark II uses the same 4 transducer layout, filtration system, and smart dryer as the original Degritter. Degritter has introduced a new and long overdue feature of a rinse option. Along with the Degritter Mark II, this feature was also rolled out in a firmware update for the original Degritter. Rinse mode requires that you have an additional water tank with clean distilled water to remove any cleaning solution. My pet peeves with the Degritter now include that they have not provided the additional tank in the selling price to take advantage of the features it provides. And yeah, you still need to buy the 7-inch record adapter separately. But this dude doesn't care. Degritter is committed to explaining the differences between the original and the Mark II on their website, so please go check that out for more information. Hey, did you catch my original Degritter review? Check out my channel for that. Links are in the video description below. Unboxing the Degritter Mark II, I immediately noticed that the cleaning solution wasn't sealed all the way and leaked out a little. It was mostly contained and didn't affect the Degritter at all. As with the original Degritter, the packaging is excellent and seemingly identical, with the water tank tightly packed into the side foam. The Degritter Mark II has a rubber gasket surrounding the record slot that was almost lost inside the opening. I had to remove it and reinstall it. Oh yeah, let's not forget the water tank. The $120 water tank. Before plugging in the power, it's wise to verify the correct AC voltage. Powering on for the first time, the Degritter Mark II senses that there's no water in the tank, so I open a new jug of distilled water and pour it in. One last check to make sure there's a filter installed before I forget. Yep, it's in there. I filled the tank to about the same height as I did with the original Degritter, and that appears to be within acceptable parameters. One last thing before running the machine is to be certain it's level. Degritter's supplied cleaner says to use between 1 and 2 milliliters of solution per tank. So I use 1.5 considering the water tank is registering to be at medium capacity. Like with any ultrasonic cleaning machine, you must degas the water to ensure proper cavitation. While that's happening, the accessories bag includes the standard fare of manual, flyer, spare parts, filters, etc. The Degritter sticker is not safe for outdoors, so don't be sticking it on your Lamborghini or Rolls Royce, eh? Before I drop my first record, I have to mention that the Degritter Mark II's selling price of around $3,280 without any of the required accessories is very much for individuals not interested in getting their hands dirty. Let's face it, Degritter is marketing for an audience with disposable income. Like this guy. Of course, the Degritter Mark II Ultrasonic Record Cleaner does a fantastic job cleaning records. There's no question it's an invaluable addition to a record collector's collection of collectibles. However, I clean all my records, whether they are new or used, the same exact way, with a 2-stage washing system consisting of 2 spin clean machines. One spin clean will have a diluted solution of turgitol and distilled water, while the second spin clean is just plain distilled water for rinsing the cleaning agent off the record. For this video, I pulled 5 random records from my collection that were purchased secondhand and have various degrees of clicks and pops I could not get rid of using the dual spin clean system. Why am I doing this? Let's crunch the numbers a little bit. Looking at the cost of the Degritter Mark II, with the extra water tank to properly rinse off the cleaning solution from the record. After all, that is an out-of-the-box feature of the Mark II. Then adding the cost of the 7-inch adapter brings the full cost of the ultrasonic cleaner closer to $3,480 plus tax and possibly shipping. 2 spin clean machines can be bought for less than $80 each, plus a bottle of turgitol concentrate for around $32. Altogether, I bought this stuff for around $190 at Amazon. There has to be more of a reason to buy an ultrasonic cleaner than just for luxury, and I assume the technology in the Degritter Mark II should undoubtedly wipe the floor with the TergiKleen system. Prior to unboxing the Degritter Mark II and setting it up, I digitally captured all of side A of each record at 24-bit, 192 kHz in uncompressed WAV files. The source turntable is the Fluance RT85, and the excellent Cocktail Audio X45 is the recording device. Before recording the test material, I run the anti-static brush over the vinyl to remove any top surface debris, as well as place a grounded anti-static arm on the record to further eliminate static and prevent dust from hitting the needle. For my testing, I will provide 6 audio samples from each of the 5 records. 3 audio samples will be gaps between tracks as heard after a TergiKleen wash. I will recapture those same sections demonstrating whether or not the Degritter Mark II showed an improvement. Along the way, we will see the entire waveform and acoustic spectrum of the entire side of the LP. Clicks and pops across the entire side of the record can be seen at a glance before and after the Degritter Mark II ultrasonic cleaning. And just for the heck of it, I'll check to see if there's an improvement in overall dynamic range. The first record I cleaned with the Degritter Mark II is an original pressing of Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. The record has lots of visible hairlines and scuff marks from the rough paper sleeve it was stored in. Washing it with the TergiKleen made huge improvements, but was still not good enough. Here is the first audio sample taken before the Degritter Mark II cleaning. Next is the Degritter Mark II using the heavy cycle. Comparing the 2 waveforms, there is no noticeable difference audibly, but visually, there may be a reduction in surface level noise after the ultrasonic cleaning. I'll quickly go through the remaining before and after audio samples, then look at the results of the entire side of the LP. Looking at the entire side A of the record, there are significant clicks and pops that are not only heard, but seen clearly in the waveform. I've outlined the worst offenders here in the original recording, and as we transition to the Degritter Mark II waveform result, we basically have no reduction in clicks or pops. Aside from the very slight, yet inaudible reduction in noise floor, there are no improvements here. Just for my own amusement, let's check out the dynamic range of the before and after recordings. They both check out at a very nice range of 14. Lastly, the acoustic spectrum analysis shows a very strange anomaly in the upper frequencies of the Degritter Mark II cleaning. It wasn't audible and I have no clue what would have caused that. Rock music in general is very active in the acoustic spectrum, and there doesn't seem to be any differences sticking out besides the high strangeness. Moving on to the next record, I'll be testing another original pressing of Pyromania by Def Leppard. Visually, the record looks to be in very good condition with hardly any marks on the surface. From here, I'll just repeat the routine of showing the testing results and comment when needed to help speed things up a bit. There was no change at all with the Degritter Mark II cleaning. It just shows how remarkable a basic and cheap plastic record washer with the right cleaning solution can actually be. As expected, no improvement in dynamic range is found either. Next up is an old pressing of Force Majeure by Tangerine Dream. I assume this is a reissue since the original was released on clear vinyl back in 1979. The physical quality of the record seemed near perfect and had hardly any marks on it. However, there are no gaps between tracks as this album is one flowing piece of music. For this instance, I can't play any audio and will only provide the visual analytics. Let's see what's in those grooves, shall we? Looking at the first audio sample, nothing stands out click or pop-wise. When we look at the after sample in more detail, there is clearly some reduction in the excitement levels over here, implying that the Degritter Mark II is actually doing something. But when I listen to these sections back to back at louder volumes, they still sound nearly identical with a faint campfire in the background on both recordings. The hope was to eliminate the noise, but it's still there. After carefully reviewing before and after samples from clips 2 and 3, I found absolutely nothing noteworthy. Maybe an acoustic-spectrum analysis will turn up something. For all 3 samples, clicks and pops are unremarkably still present after an ultrasonic cleaning on heavy mode. I'm demonstrating an embarrassing level of generosity here by giving the Degritter Mark II 6 more tries at redemption. If you haven't fallen asleep watching me beat this dead horse yet, get your jammies ready. The second to the last record up for testing is an unofficial release of Bone Machine by Tom Waits. The album looks fine with no noticeable trouble areas, but it sounds pretty bad. I cleaned it twice with the Spin Clean system, and while there was a significant improvement after the first attempt, the second didn't do much good. Let's hope the advanced alien technology of ultrasonic cleaning will make a dent in this one. That's odd. The dirt appears to be moving. Let's see if the remaining 2 samples act the same way. There's microscopic levels of tomfoolery going on here. What's the Degritter Mark II doing in there? It shifted the dirt around more than actually clearing it away. Something to investigate another day perhaps.
Whoa, wait, what?
A dynamic range of 16?
It's another Bobby Dazzler!
After the Degritter Mark II cleaning? The Degritter Mark II is actually doing something. 4 records in, but I'll take it. The final record I'll be testing is the classic John Williams score, Superman the Movie, from 1978. Did you see that glitch? I reviewed the original Degritter 1 year ago, and it seems the display problems are still persistent. Condition-wise, this LP is not that super, and it definitely looks its age. Maybe I'll be in for a surprise after it's cleaned. Another strange result. The cleaning did well for some areas, nothing in others, and moved dirt around for the rest. Will we get lucky in the dynamic range test? Nah. The Degritter Mark II is one of the best, no doubt about it. It's extremely well built and adds a level of convenience not found on the majority of the ultrasonic cleaners out there. There's supposed to be a level of magic that expensive pieces of gear bring to the table over more affordable options, but I just didn't see it in those results here. And let's be honest, neither did you. Had the Degritter Mark II provided an additional water tank and 7-inch adapter in the box for its selling price, I could have given it a fair chance against the dual spin clean system. Who knows what results I could have achieved if Turgitol were used instead of their supplied cleaner. Much respect goes out to the Degritter team for their confidence and integrity, as they truly believe in their product. After all, it's not like it doesn't clean records. Many people swear by it. Like this guy.